everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you doing? My name is Bilikis. Is this your first time? You're welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. Then you can check out our other channel, Pattern Drafting with Bilikis. Please ensure you check it out and please subscribe. Please. Today's class is going to be on how to make a strap circle top, which could be a crop top or a long top. That depends on your preference. And I'm also going to explain, in case you don't want it to be strapped and just sleeveless, so it's like killing two birds with one stone. So please, you can follow me on Instagram, Bilikis Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovations. I'll be making use of this beautiful fabric for the top. So let's go to the work table. My pattern paper is ready for me to start drafting. The first thing you need is the length of the top, and the length of the top will be 21. So I have 21 here. The next thing will be half of the armhole, which is 7.5, as you can see here too. Then I need half of the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement is 15, which half of that is 7.5. So I have 7.5 here. Then come to the armhole line, 7.5, and mark a straight line. Then the 3 inches, 8 inches standard is not necessary here because it's a strap top. But for those that doesn't like strap and want a sleeveless top, that is why I will have to explain that. So all you have to do is to measure 3 inches, mark that, then 8 inches here. From there, just come down by 1 inch from the 8 inches point, and then mark a straight line. So that's what we have. Then you can see this is your actual shoulder measurement. So the more your shoulder measurement, the more the slope is going to be. After doing that, you can insert your armhole measurement. These are for those that want it sleeveless. If not, I would have just gone to the main top. So divide this into 2. Then for the front, you come in by 3/4 of an inch, and you take your armhole to curve that out. The next thing is the bust circumference. The bust circumference for this person is 38. 38 divided by 4, that will give me 8.5 inches. For ease, to make it free, you could add extra 1/4 of an inch, which will make it 8 3/4. After doing that, we can connect our armhole. So this is the front and the back. So that's the front armhole and back armhole. So for those who want it sleeveless, you can choose any type of neck width and neck depth you want. Now going to the top, it's going to be an A-line top, though we are making a circle top, so we are going to slash and spread it. So whatever measurement you have here, which is 8 3/4, I'm just going to add between 2.5 inches to 3 inches to that. 8 3/4 plus 2.5 should give me 11.25. So I'm just going to place that here. And then connect it to the bust area. So to make it easier, we can just add the seam allowance. Seam allowance of 3/4 inch is fine, or 1 inch, depends on your preference. 3/4. That's the seam allowance added to it. So for sleeveless, this is what you have. Now, since I'm not making it sleeveless, we want a strap top. So you are going to determine how low you want your neck depth to be. So for me, I'll just make it 6 inches. Between 5 to 6.5 is fine. So let me just make it 6 inches. So I'm just going to mark 6 inches from the top. Come in here, 6 inches. And make a straight line. For the top we're about to make, we need only from this blue line straight down. But in case you want a sleeveless circle top, you need everything the same thing. And our advice, just come in by 3/4 or 1 inch from the shoulder line because it is a sleeveless. But if you are adding a sleeve, just maintain what you have here. And all you have to do is to just slash from this point. Just measure about 3 inches, draw a straight line, then you can slash and spread for circle top with the upper part. But since we are dealing with the strap circle top, we just need from this point straight down. So what I'm going to do now is this. You don't want your armhole to start exactly from where it is here, because it's just going to be falling off your shoulder. Now all you have to do now is from this front armhole, just come in by 2 inches to 2.5. So depending on where you want the strap to be, this is your shoulder now. So just, you know, eyeball where you want it to be. So 2.5 will be fine. Can you see 2.5? That means your strap will be here, or 2 inches, which is still fine. So that is totally yours. If you are having it straight like this, 2 inches is just fine. So just measure 2 inches. But if you will still want to make a slight curve, I will advise you to go inward, because the more lower it goes, the more wider it becomes on the neck region. So after that, now you are now going to connect it to this armhole area. Another thing alteration you will do at the armhole area is, because it is a strap circle top, you still want the underarm to be a little bit free. So you just come down by 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch is fine. Then you just connect to the neckline. So this is what I have now. Then I can cut it all out. Before we slash the pattern, I just want to quickly show you how you are going to measure the strap that will go over the shoulder. So all you have to do is to take your measuring tape, measure whatever you have from here, like this is 5.5, then you just measure all through to the armhole region. So I have 10 inches, so 10 inches will be the length of the strap, so that will be ×2, because that will be just for the front, and you also need for the back. And the next thing is for me to slash this. So how you can have to do, so first I can just mark 2.5. Let me use this line as a guide. Then I can divide this into 2. So you can just move this a bit this way, and you can slash it up to 4. That depends on you. So we are ready to start cutting. So I'm going to place this on the fabric. So I'm just going to split it up. Then make sure you do not split it all through. You still have to leave little. That's good. And I can place it on my fabric. Right now I've folded the fabric, so let me check the measurement of what I folded. That's about 22 inches on fold. So the next thing now is to spread out the pattern. So first I will secure this on the folded part. After that, I can spread to my desired flare. So it depends how much flare you want. If you still want to spread it out, that totally depends on you. Then I can just pin it down. Then if I even want more flare, I can just slit this also to spread it out. I think I'm okay with this. So what I'm going to do now is to blend it up with my chalk. Can you see what I'm doing? So now this is what I'm going to have. We already added seam allowance to this point, so you can add seam allowance to this point too. But I'm just going to highball it. I've not added seam allowance to the whole, lower part, which I'm just going to do. Can you see what I have? So this is what I have now. And this that was easy. So this is the neckline and this is the armhole area. So I'm going to cut one more of these for the back. The top, both the front and the back, as you can see that. So looking at this, you can see the weights. Now this is the neckline and the armhole. So I've already cut out the strap for the strap. Can you see the long strip of fabric? So this is what I will have for the armhole. Can you see that? So I also cut out some for the neckline. So the first thing I'm going to do here now is to hem the neckline with this fabric. So just the way you fix your bias strip. So I'm going to fix it to both the front and the back. So this is for the neckline. So after fixing the neckline, we'll now fix the strap and also to the armhole region. Fine, can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now is this. Before sewing the side, the 3/4 inch I left on the side. So what I'm going to do now is to fix the bias on the armhole. So after fixing it this way, can you see? I'm going to leave this hanging. Then I will take this other one and fix it to the other armhole. So when I fix the other armhole, I will just continue fixing the bias strip. I'll just keep sewing it all to the other one to stop here. Again, I'm going to fix this first. After fixing the bias strip on the armhole, then I'm going to stop at this neck region. Then take the other end, start again from the armhole of the other one, and then keep sewing it until I come back to where I stop here. So I'm going to fix both straps. This is what the top looks like, and you can see it's just so beautiful. Can you see the strap? So in case you want something wider than this, then instead of making a 1 inch bias strip in width, you can just make it 2 inches. So that totally depends on your preference. So what I'm going to do now is to put it on the mannequin for you to see how it looks. The circular top we've just made, you can see it's so beautiful. It is a crop top, so you can make it longer, even into a dress. This measurement is quite more than this mannequin, but I just had to put it on it for you to see how it looks. So it's very easy to make. Ensure you make yours and share with us on our Facebook group, Sewing Innovations. Tag me with your beautiful top on Instagram, Bilikis Signatures. I have to go now. Bye.